Have you ever wondered why we spend about a third of our lives in slumber? It's a question that has puzzled many a philosopher and scientist alike. You might even have asked it yourself on those nights when you're burning the midnight oil, cramming for an exam, or catching up on your favorite series. Now, there's a popular misconception that sleep is just a downtime for our bodies, a waste of time, if you will, when we could be doing something productive. But let's think about it. Would nature really design us to waste a third of our lives doing nothing? The answer, my friends, is a big resounding no. Sleep, as it turns out, is as crucial to our survival as food and water. It's a biological necessity, not a luxury. It's during these precious hours of shut-eye that our bodies get busy repairing and rejuvenating themselves. Our muscles grow, our tissues heal, and our immune system gets a much-needed boost. Not to mention, our brain uses this time to process information, consolidate memory, and essentially recharge for the day ahead. Now here's a funny thing. Some people believe that they can train themselves to need less sleep. It's like trying to train yourself to need less food or water. Sounds absurd, right? Well, that's because it is. No matter how much you try, your body and mind need their rest. Then there are those who think they can catch up on sleep over the weekend. It's a nice thought, but unfortunately, sleep doesn't work that way. It's not a bank where you can deposit hours and withdraw them when you need. So the next time you're tempted to skimp on sleep in the name of productivity, remember this: sleep is not the enemy of productivity, but its ally. It's not a sign of laziness, but a sign of wisdom. And it's definitely not a waste of time, but a wise investment in your health and well-being. So if you've ever thought of sleep as an unproductive part of your day, it's time to think again. Sleep is not just shutting off the brain for a few hours, it's an intricate process with numerous benefits. So let's dive into the science of sleep, shall we? It's a fascinating journey that your brain takes every night, divided into 4 stages. The first stage is a light sleep, a sort of stepping stone between being awake and being asleep. Here your heart rate slows down, and your body temperature drops a little. It's a fleeting stage that lasts for just a handful of minutes. Then comes stage 2, a slightly deeper sleep. This is where your brain waves start to slow down, with occasional bursts of rapid waves called sleep spindles. Fun fact, this stage makes up almost half of your total sleep time. Next up is the third stage, the deep sleep stage. This is the point where those slow brain waves, known as delta waves, really take over. It's during this stage that your body repairs muscles and tissues, stimulates growth and development, boosts immune function, and builds up energy for the next day. The fourth and final stage is perhaps the most intriguing one, REM sleep, short for rapid eye movement. This is where most of your dreaming occurs. Your brain is almost as active as when you're awake, and it's crucial for processing emotions and forming memories. These stages are not just a one-time journey, but a cycle that repeats throughout the night, each with its own role in rejuvenating your mind and body. Now let's talk about how sleep affects your brain functions. It plays a vital role in memory consolidation, the process that helps you remember new information. It also enhances learning, creativity, and overall cognitive function. It's like your brain's own housekeeping service, tidying up the mess of the day's information and making sure everything is in its proper place. Indeed, sleep is the invisible magic wand that keeps our brain functioning at its best. So the next time you're tempted to skimp on sleep, remember the science behind it and the wonders it does for your brain. But what happens when we don't get enough sleep? Well, the effects can be quite alarming. Picture this. You've pulled an all-nighter to meet a work deadline. The next day, you're not just tired, you're downright sluggish. Your mind feels foggy, your body feels heavy, and you seem to be perpetually irritable. This, my friends, is what we call short-term sleep deprivation. Short-term sleep deprivation can have immediate effects on our daily functioning. It can impair our cognitive abilities, affect our mood, and even interfere with our motor functions. You know that clumsy feeling when you're stumbling over your own feet? Or the frustration when you can't seem to remember where you left your car keys? Yep, that's sleep deprivation for you, but it doesn't stop there. If we consistently skimp on sleep, we move into the realm of long-term sleep deprivation. This is where things get particularly grim. Long-term sleep deprivation can lead to a host of health problems. We're talking about a weakened immune system, increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. And let's not forget about our mental well-being. Sleep is like a reset button for our brain. Without enough of it, we may find ourselves grappling with anxiety, depression, and other mental health disorders. Now, let's bring it to life with an example. Imagine a busy professional. Let's call him John. John is a high achiever, always burning the midnight oil to get ahead. Over time, he starts to notice that he's always catching a cold, his blood pressure is on the rise, and he's feeling persistently low. Despite his success at work, his health is taking a serious hit. This, unfortunately, is the reality for many who neglect sleep. So while we might be tempted to trade sleep for a few extra hours of work or play, it's essential to remember that sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's not just about feeling rested, it's about preserving our health and well-being. The price we pay for neglecting sleep is far too high. Now, the million-dollar question is, how can we improve our sleep? Well, let's dive right in. To begin with, let's talk about sleep hygiene. This doesn't mean brushing your teeth before bed, though that's a good habit too. Sleep hygiene refers to practices that can help you sleep better, like maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. That means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps to regulate your body's internal clock and can lead to better sleep quality. Next, let's consider your sleep environment. Think about the room where you sleep. Is it dark, quiet, and cool? These factors can greatly impact your sleep. Consider investing in blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine. A cool room, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, is ideal for sleep. And speaking of sleep environments, let's not forget about your bed. A good quality mattress and pillow can make a world of difference. Now, onto lifestyle habits. Regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper sleep. However, don't exercise too close to bedtime as it might interfere with your sleep. Limiting daytime naps to 30 minutes can also improve your sleep quality. How about your diet? Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. These can disrupt your sleep. And while we're on the topic of what to avoid, let's talk about screens. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, computers, and TVs can interfere with your sleep. So make it a habit to turn off these devices at least an hour before bed. Lastly, manage your worries. Stress and anxiety can interfere with your sleep. Try techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or yoga to manage your stress levels. So there you have it, a few practical tips to improve your sleep. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Making these changes may take time and patience. It's not about perfection, but progress. Remember, improving sleep is not a one-night affair, it's a lifestyle change. So, how does good sleep translate into increased productivity? Well, it's quite simple, really. When we sleep, our bodies aren't just resting, they're working hard. Sleep is the time when our bodies repair cells, consolidate memories, and prepare for the next day. It's like a nightly tune-up for your brain and body, keeping everything running smoothly. Research has shown that quality sleep can enhance problem-solving skills and memory performance. It improves our ability to learn, remember, and make connections. These are all vital skills for productivity, especially in today's fast-paced world where we're constantly learning and adapting. Here's an interesting fact. A study from Harvard Medical School found that insomnia, a common sleep disorder, results in an estimated $11.3 billion in lost productivity each year in the United States alone. That's a lot of missed opportunities, wouldn't you agree? Good sleep also impacts our mood, with a well-rested person being more likely to have a positive outlook, better emotional regulation, and enhanced interpersonal skills. These are all key factors in productivity, especially when it comes to collaborative work environments. A good night's rest can make all the difference in your ability to effectively work with others and contribute positively to your team. Let's not forget about physical health. Sleep boosts our immune system, reduces stress, and even lowers the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease and diabetes. A healthy body is a productive body after all. There's also the fact that good sleep simply makes us feel better. We're more alert, focused, and energetic after a solid night's rest. It's like having a superpower that allows us to tackle our to-do list with vigor and enthusiasm. In essence, sleep is not just a biological necessity, it's the secret ingredient to a successful, productive life. So remember, the next time you're tempted to skimp on sleep in the name of productivity, you might be doing yourself more harm than good. Treat sleep as the vital part of your daily routine that it is, and watch your productivity soar. In essence, sleep is not just a biological necessity, it's the secret ingredient to a successful, productive life.